And we're back. What's up, everybody? Benja Welldone coming at you live on this beautiful corona-free day. Today is Thursday, April 21st at 2:51 in the morning. How are you doing? A little bumpy road right now, right? Damn. Anyway, so ADOLPH in the year 2022. What do I mean? Well, here's the thing. You know, I feel like there should be like a statute of limitations when it comes to having a name as prominent, as famous, as bad as ADOLPH. But I feel like enough time has passed. I feel like the name can kind of come back. I don't like it personally, but think of it like this. What if ADOLPH, the supreme leader of Germany, horrible guy, his name was Tom? You know, in the country of Germany, you're not allowed to name someone ADOLPH. No problem with that. But what if his name was something like Bob or Frank? You know what I mean? I'm kind of going out on a limb here, but I'm just sort of saying I would never, is not even me, I don't think anyone would ever follow someone into a military occupation with the name of Doug, you know, or what's like a really weak, shitty name? Bartholomew. I'm sure there's a really cool guy. He's probably like a sniper for special forces. His name is Bartholomew. Call him Bart for short. Regardless, okay. I feel like certain names are strong and certain names are weak. Bartholomew, that might actually have one of those like opposite effects to where like the name is such a nerdy name. The guy is like the hardest guy on the block. He'll fight you in the streets for nothing. You know what I mean? Your shadow crosses over his, he'll just throw down right there in the streets. Yeah, man. That's my 2 cents on that. But seriously, I think I was thinking the other day, as I do at random, and I was telling myself, you know, so what happened was I actually met somebody. It was this like Hispanic dude, and we were just talking. I was like, "What's your name?" He said Adolfo. And I'm like, Adolfo? You mean like Adolf, but like the Hispanic version? And apparently the name in Latin countries of Adolfo, just Adolf with an O at the end, is a normal thing. And then I remember a buddy of mine told me one time, in the country of Germany, you're not allowed to name someone ADOLPH. So now I just started going off on a spin and thinking to myself, like, how long or how many years does a shitbag like that, I'm sorry to say it, but he was not a good guy, you know? How long does a guy like that get to deserve ruining a name? You know what I mean? I feel like there should be a certain point to where like you should get some positive ADOLPHs in there. Some people are like, man, ADOLPH, that's such a crazy guy. And you're thinking, you mean like the good one? Or like the really bad one? Like the guy who's like a philanthropist? Like what if Elon Musk's name, his first name was ADOLPH? Man, he would have changed that whole look on that name. You know what I mean? So it's a thought. I'm just saying. You know, where does it come from? I'm not really sure. But it's like a lot of things in life. Things just get added together, and you put them together, and you add them, and here we are. So I don't really know what the answer is, but it sort of does make you think. You know? I mean, you can just go down the line. O.J. Simpson. Can you call people O.J. now? I mean, I guess. You know, I feel like that's passed long enough. But man, ADOLPH, that's a tricky one. I don't, especially if it's a white guy. I mean, you might get away with it as like as a black dude, but you know, you introduce yourself as ADOLPH at a dinner party, you're gonna get nothing but dirty looks right off the bat. Like, oh, okay, you'll like want to know like a little bit about their views, if they have any like supreme extreme views about a certain race. Like right off the bat, you know, you can meet someone at the local church or something like that, and you're like, hi, I'm Kevin. Hi, I'm ADOLPH. All of a sudden, I don't even care. I'm in church. I'm going to be judging you immediately. I'm going to give you a sideways look. Yeah, I bet you're ADOLPH. Look at you and your beady blue eyes. I say that my eyes are blue too, but regardless, okay? I don't have extreme views like that. I don't. I got extreme views on other things, you know? But just as far as like rules and laws and regulations and other stuff like that. Perfect example. Not going off on the rails too much. Okay. But I feel like, I don't know why. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately about just like how opposites attract, and how, especially like in politics nowadays, how if you say you're one thing, you can't agree with the other. Like, it's not possible nowadays to be like a Democrat that loves guns, you know, a Republican that's pro-marijuana. I don't do drugs, but I don't think somebody should be locked in a cage for smoking marijuana. But I'm also pro-gun. I'm an Army vet, you know, one team, one fight. That's how I get down. But if somebody wants to get high and read War and Peace and stay trapped in their room all day and eat everything in the refrigerator, you know, what's that have to do with me? You know, I'm just saying, there's too many common sense laws out there, and one of them is Germany. Can't name your little boy Adolf. I feel like you really think, like, if somebody was that crazy to try the whole Second Reich of the German Empire, if they were gonna try all that crazy shit again, okay, them being named something like Richard or Tom would prevent that. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, how'd you deal with that whole white supremacy thing? Oh, we just don't let people be named Adolf anymore, so it'll handle itself out. You hear how crazy as shit that sounds? It's so dumb. That's it's so ridiculous. Like, oh man, but oh man, if you think it works, I guess you could say it's worked until now, but have you ever thought about how crazy it is how World War I had the Nazis? World War #1 had the Nazis, and that was Germany, right? And then 15 years later, they tried again. I'm not starting stuff, and I know everyone in Germany hates that. They hate that negative connotation. But again, it's a pattern. I hate to say, but it's a truth. Germany, you did it twice. Okay, 15 years later, y'all are trying to start something else again. You know, the New Age Germans, though, they don't put up with that shit, man. They like black girls. They like Latinas. You know, they got the whole freedom movement and everything going on. They got amazing techno clubs, and yeah, I don't think the world would ever allow something like that to happen again, because how can you honestly hate Mexicans and love tortillas, you know, or tacos or something? It's not possible. The world, I just noticed my blinker's been on too long. The world is so integrated right now, it is literally impossible to hate Chinese people and love products made in China. You know what I mean? There's so much stuff that's made all around the world, it's impossible to hate a group. I mean, somebody could literally be talking about how they hate a certain group of people and be driving to a supremacist rally while wearing clothes that they made from that country in a car from another country, while you're listening to music from a guy that's not your race that you like. You know what I mean? It just spirals down the line. You know, I had this joke that I used to say on stage, which was, you know, I don't really believe in the phrase like mentally retarded, but I know a lot of races that would fit that description. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a intellect thing. You just can't live in 2022, and you know, with all the inventions of the world. And another perfect example. All right, everybody knows how to make a phone call. How many people know how to make cell phones? Exactly. And a lot of those people are in Asian countries. Do I care? Not at all. Just as long as I can send a text. You know what I mean? And look, this whole conversation started about Adolf. You know, I love these rants because it gives me a lot of good ideas about stuff that I can say on stage. And it's just fun. It's just fun. Like, I feel like when you have like a kind of like a conversation or a thought, and I'm by myself right now, it's just me, I'm just flowing. You know what I mean? Kind of like in general, you might start with A and then B, and then now I'm at like F or something like that. I feel like it's sort of like a muscle, kind of like doing crowd work. When you get to a club, if you start interacting with the crowd, it's like a muscle that if you keep on working, you can get good at it. So, I mean, that's all this is. This whole podcast, which is, it's an audio version if you listen to just the audio, or it's a video if you watch it on YouTube, regardless. But yeah, it's just a way of getting out my thoughts, and some of these thoughts I get out on paper and everything, and I make into bits, I make into jokes and stuff. So I'm really excited about all my new comedy. But yeah, without taking too long, I really appreciate you listening to my rant. I love doing it while I'm driving, and I feel like I get the most amount of my thoughts 1 or 2 places, and this is number 2. I'm gonna keep you guessing for the anticipation of what place number 1 is, but I'll give you a clue. It's not the toilet. So that's all you get for now. With that being mentioned, everybody keep listening, keep listen to my rants. I'm Benja Welldone. Have a beautiful day, and thank you as always for your time. Until next time, see me on stage, see me on audio, hear me on audio, correctly said, see me on video, Instagram, Facebook, you know what I'm saying. Have a beautiful day, guys. Stay black. I'm out.